So, all right, here we go. Episode 52, Season 2. I got two very special guests with me. I have two I shouldn't say too close. I don't know you guys in person. I wish I did because you guys are fun. But I have Liv and Dalton with me.
Hi.
Hello.
I'm so excited. I feel like we've been trying to do this forever, so I'm just excited.
Yeah, I feel like I've reached out to you both, or at least one of you, and I brought it up in the other one's chat or something. I know I've brought it up a couple times. I don't remember.
Yeah, it's been like almost like a year, I feel like.
Yeah, we did start last year.
Yeah, that's because I remember you mentioning it. I think on like Twitter at first is when you mentioned it when you're getting ready to start it. I think that's like.
Yeah, sounds about right. Yeah, I think I DM'd you guys on Twitter. I think.
Yep.
I think that's what it is. Yep. So now we're at Season 2. We have almost 2,000 downloads of the podcast.
Season 2.
We are across the globe, literally. We're listened to in Europe, South America, Australia.
Ooh.
Yeah, Mexico. We are across. It's pretty cool.
Dang. That is really cool.
That is cool.
Yeah,
I'm jealous. I want Aussies listening to me.
Hey, they are now.
They are.
Yeah, any Aussies listen to me.
Yeah, only him. Ignore me. Only listen to him.
Nobody else. Just me.
Yeah, just him. Don't even listen to Liv. Just him. It's only him.
I'm not here.
The king of the Aussies now. The new king.
Yeah. It's fitting.
Oh, jeez. So, I love that you guys are very close and you guys stream. Oh, I shouldn't say together, but you guys either play games while the other one streams, vice versa. So, I want to see how you guys got into streaming, and then from there, how do you guys start working together?
I feel like I was gonna say. I mean, technically, Dalton's been streaming longer, so I feel like he should start with his story first and then loop me in.
No, that's fine.
Because I'm kind of in the tail end.
You're the newbie.
Yeah, I mean, in comparison to him. I mean, I'm trying to think. I think I've been streaming now I think my first stream was in December of 20.
Did I lose connection? What happened there? Uh-oh. I got technical difficulties over here. There we go.
Probably 2014, 2015.
Hold on. Sorry, I got timeout.
You're good.
I had technical difficulties there. So I saw the voice connected channel. It went to a red bar out of the blue, and then I lost. The last thing, sadly, I heard was Liv saying I started streaming in 20, and then it cut off.
Oh, 2018, I think, right? If you said 50 months, so that would be... I don't do maths. But, was that 2018? It was like December. I've had affiliate. Affiliate was like in the new year, I think, because I don't know how long it took me. I mean, there was a lot of support at the time, so it was really fast that I got my affiliate. Honestly, I want to say like 3 weeks.
It's been like 4 years.
So yeah, like 4 years.
Yeah.
So 2018. So yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, I started streaming. God, forever ago, really.
You said 2014.
It's 2014, but it's probably longer. Because I started.
I just want to. Okay.
I've been streaming when Twitch used to be Justin TV, and it only was really streaming like MLG events. That was like the only time it really actually that's the only time people watched the games. It wasn't like people just it wasn't like Twitch now where you just like you could do whatever and then you could literally be painting and somebody's watching you. It was mostly just big events. So I started streaming my MLG like game battles and stuff like that, and then it became Twitch TV. So then I started streaming. I got into like League of Legends really heavy. I got into like Valorant pretty heavy, and so then I started streaming like League of Legends mostly and like my Halo stuff. But then I was playing Counter-Strike, and this kid came into my chat and donated $20 and was like, "Will you be my dad?" And so I was like, "Yeah, I'll be your dad, sure." And so I became his dad. And then I knew
This is
him
how
for
the
like
internet world works.
Yep.
yeah,
Makes
and then
sense.
I met and then I met so then like a year or so later he's like, "I want to introduce you to my mom." And I was like,
Oh,
"You've had a mother this whole time and I didn't know? Like I didn't know who birthed you. I just got a son." Uh and so then that's how I met Liv. He introduced me to her, and
That was my friend of now I think it's been about 10 years now. We met each other when we were really little. So, yeah, he was our mutual connection. That's how we met.
That's funny.
And it's kind of crazy actually thinking about it like that.
I like that. Can you meet my mom?
Which also that was like the first time he's ever referred to me as that. So I don't know what all that was about, but yeah.
yeah, it was
good times.
yeah, we started talking about the reason we started like we got so close so quickly is because we were like talking about like Disney like
Oh,
princess
yes.
theories,
Yeah.
like how like Tarzan is actually just like the parents from like Frozen are Tarzan's parents.
conspiracies.
Yeah, we're
Oh.
talking about like all those like crazy conspiracies, and then
Yeah.
we started talking about like High School Musical and like
Oh,
geez.
that was
just
the
like
big one, yeah.
yeah, we talked about a whole bunch of like Disney stuff, and then
If you scroll back all the way through the Discord messages, which would take forever, by the way,
yeah.
it's just all Disney stuff, like links to songs and like all sorts of stuff.
Yeah.
It's good.
And then and then we actually originally started playing PUBG together. That was like the game that we played together when we first
yeah.
met.
I played that a little bit.
Her computer couldn't handle it, so
At the time, yes, my
yeah,
computer was.
we play like 1 or 2 games, and then her computer would like freeze, or she just like would randomly disconnect, and we're like, all right, well, we gotta start over.
Come so far.
Yeah, now she has like a supercomputer, and I have like the computer that can't run anything.
Funny how that works, huh?
Right. But yeah, she yeah, honestly, it was really.
I was gonna say, getting into streaming wise.
Oh yeah, getting into streaming,
'Cause
she was super nervous. She was like, "I don't want to stream. I don't know what I'm doing."
How come? Is it just because people will be watching you? Is that it?
I guess I just didn't at the time. I still think I have a smidge of this, but I just don't think that I'm necessarily entertaining or good enough at games to it's kind of like you have to have one or the other if you want to do well on Twitch. I'm not saying just do Twitch.
Mm-hmm.
But if you want to go somewhere with it, I always feel like you have to have something special, or you have to at least what is going to hold people's attention. I was always like, I'm not good enough at games. I mean, my computer, first of all,
that can keep attention. Being bad at games can keep attention. Trust me.
Yeah.
I watch people that suck at games because it's funny because I'm one of them.
But yeah, I don't know. I think I was also, it's so silly looking back, but I was also like, well, who's gonna watch anyway? How does anyone know about me? Where do I even start? But the good thing is that when you have a group of friends, that really is your audience and your crowd and your community, at least starting out. So it's always nice to have good foundation, and it worked out well for me. I mean, I remember getting affiliate in just a couple weeks, and that was really exciting because I know it takes a long time for some people. So
may I ask, because I don't know how Twitch works, how exactly do you get affiliate? I just, because I know YouTube, you have to get a certain amount of subscribers and watch time.
Yeah, so Twitch is very similar. Twitch, you have to have three concurrent viewers, viewerships, throughout I think a month, and then or less than a month. I think it's literally a week or something like that. And then you have to have 50 followers, and then you have to you had to stream a certain amount of hours. I think it's 25. uh within a month. But
Oh, okay.
like if you do like if you're already like past the 25 mark and like you already like have the concurrent viewers and you have the like just through like how she started and I think it was I want to say she's like even selling herself short here. I think she did it in like 2 weeks. Because she was averaging like I want to say she was like averaging like 11 to 12 viewers. She was averaging like she was streaming like almost every time that she played a game with like with our group.
Mm-hmm.
So it was I mean she got it so fast. And like she said, good foundation like is really important, and I
Yeah.
think that's like why whenever she does like Liv's a person that doesn't stream like all the time, but when she does stream, it's always like popping. It's always like really popular. It's always like all the like every community comes and stops by at least. Uh, Whereas like me, I'm a just fiend for streaming.
This man streams like 8 to 12 hours a day. Every day. It's like
Yeah.
almost every day.
Yeah, just almost every day.
Yeah, I try to
Uh,
pop in as much as I can. I always try to.
Yeah, I always try to tell people. See, I think that's like the thing that's like hard with Twitch now is that everybody feels like they have to be so involved in the community, whereas like I still think like that's why people are switching to YouTube. It's because it's you can go and watch whenever. Whereas
Yeah.
like Twitch, it's still very heavy on. Oh, you have to watch when they're live. Like most people don't really watch the VODs or like don't really like sell the VODs.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas like YouTube, it's like, oh, you can go watch this later if you missed anything, or, uh, and they also still get revenue from those views. Whereas
Right.
like Twitch doesn't have any revenue for people watching their VODs. Like some of our VODs will get up like like higher numbers, and you're like, it's kind of crazy that you don't get like any revenue from that.
Yeah.
And
I agree.
you should. Because I know a lot of people that go back and watch like my VOD or Liv's VOD or just even
I'm
bigger
a big
streamers.
VOD watcher.
Yeah.
I'm big
So
into it.
so it's like a missed opportunity for Twitch, and I think that's why a lot of people are switching to YouTube gaming like from the Twitch community.
Yeah, I've noticed a lot of well, they're already big YouTubers as it is, but they
Yeah,
would
yeah.
YouTube and then they would stream on Twitch.
Yeah.
But now it's just specifically YouTube. Rarely
Yeah.
they're on Twitch anymore. When they are, it's like for a special project or something. They're on Twitch with like a huge group of their friends that they always game with on YouTube, and they all stream on Twitch together. That's what I've noticed because I've been in the game for so damn long. I find that I pick up on it so damn quick when I see it
Yeah.
happening. And everyone's like,
no,
"Oh,
it's-
why are they doing this? Why that?" And I'm like, "Well," I was like, "You can't figure it out."
Yeah. Well, it's like what's I don't know, it's weird because like we've talked about this before, but it's like hard for like for me, I'm not like a huge streamer, I'm not like a big streamer or anything like that, so it'd be a lot harder. And I don't have like I don't upload on YouTube, and like I can't like edit to save my life, and that's like one big reason that I don't do it. But like it'd be so hard for me to transition to YouTube gaming because of that, like just not having any like foundation like moving over other than like telling people I'm moving over and like hoping that they follow.
Could I give you a tip on that though?
What's that?
I used to, because I didn't have the money to afford like Sony Vegas and nothing at the time.
Yeah.
So like my example for back in the day was Call of Duty. I would start recording as soon as the loading screen for the map came up, and as soon as the scoreboard came up, I cut the recording and I just uploaded that, just the full game. And I just kept doing that to start until I got Sony Vegas and I started learning how to edit. That's what I did. That's how my channel started. That's how I did it. It would just be pretty much like old school live commentary type stuff. That's what I used to do.
Like over talking the.
Yeah. That's how my channel really started.
That's cool.
Yeah, that's how I started. That's because I didn't know how to edit, so I was like, this is the closest I can get to editing. Or there'd be an hour-long video of me and my friends just being idiots playing Call of Duty together. That's what I did, and that's how my channel started. I probably have more videos over an hour long than anything. Even if now, like I uploaded a Fall Guys video the other day. 3 hours of content, I cut it down to 1.
Wow.
Like that's in the 2
Yeah.
hours that I cut out was just like the loading screens or us just sitting there
Yeah.
waiting because someone had to take a bathroom break or someone wanted a drink or something. You know, it's like that's what I cut out. I leave the rest in because for me, my channel is now turned into like, I call it like my diary. All my stuff I do comes out there. I like people to see what
Yeah.
I do. That's just what it's there for.
Yeah, it's kind of like how streaming is for me. It's more of like just like here it is. Like this is I'm already playing games anyways. Might as well just like.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt. I mean, shit. It takes that one clip to happen or that one amazing moment to happen where you just explode and you're famous. It's weird how it works. It hasn't happened to me yet. I hope it happens soon.
Right? Yeah, that's like what's so interesting is that like you could like for instance like Liv plays like Sims and stuff like that on stream and it always is like intriguing to me because she'll still like keep her concurrent viewers and I'm just like damn that's crazy like people really want to watch Sims and it's like well no it's also because like they're just really engaged with like the like conversations happening in chat and whatnot or like
too.
yeah and so it's like I felt like for a while YouTube had a hard time with like the chat system and then they switched over like they've made it a lot better and so it's a lot easier to like go onto YouTube but yeah I think I because I've been on Twitch for so long it's like it's hard to like say that like Twitch is in a good spot because even like they're just like trying to change a whole bunch of like their like payout methods and whatnot and it's like this is like hard to like even back like and I don't want to leave but at the same time it like at some point it's gonna make sense to leave for like everyone
right yeah
or like Twitch is like just digging themselves like deeper but yeah I think we like because me and Liv we've played I mean we've existed like in the gaming worlds with like some of the biggest games like we played PUBG at its like highest peak we played Fortnite at its highest peak we played like almost every Call of Duty on release we played we played Valorant she got into League it's I think that's like what people don't understand it's like they all play like a lot of people will just play the game that like a streamer is like selling or like telling you about it's like you just keep playing the game that you enjoy and that will be like you'll get there like you'll get to wherever you want to be you have to like create logical and sensible
that's
like
exactly
achievements for
that's why I tell people play what you enjoy don't play what's on the hype play what you love if you like playing a game from like PS1 days then you play that game have fun don't play a game that you hate because everyone else is playing it I used to do that and you could tell in the videos of mine which games I hated playing which games I loved you could tell the difference because the games I hated had shorter videos and a lot more anger in it than the games I loved are about a half an hour long videos and a lot of laughing so I always tell people you gotta have fun if you want to make this a career you gotta have fun you can't just do what the mainstream media is pushing out there for the games I mean we all run into them
for hours doing like a game you really don't like as well
yeah right
that's a good point yeah
I mean eventually everyone plays that one famous game at some point whether it's right in the beginning when the game came out or towards the end when the hype's kind of dying down no one cares
or like,
anymore
yeah that's like yeah that's funny too because like Liv started playing League when it's not like at its highest point but like it's still like one of the most like viewed games but I always find it funny because that's a game that you like it's hard to sell now to people because they've heard so many like negative things about like the community and whatnot it's like it's not that bad every game has a terrible like it has like the dark side of the community toxicity and whatnot exists on every single game.
Look at Call of Duty. Holy shit! I want to talk about toxic.
Yeah, that game has existed with toxicity for how long?
Ever.
Since the beginning of time.
Yep. Since Call of Duty 1.
Since the dinosaur age.
Yep. Oh shit. Yep. That's probably. I used to think Fortnite was toxic. The buildings what pissed me off. the most, but Call of Duty is the most toxic environment ever. You do one thing barely wrong, you don't hear the end of it till you leave that lobby.
Yep.
You could fuck up 5 games ago. They're like, hey, remember that time this idiot couldn't defuse the bomb in time? You'd hear it the whole fucking time. You'd never escape it.
Yeah, so, it's annoying.
Yeah, I wasn't. I like it. That was fun. I always found that fun because I was a toxic guy that I don't care that I suck, so I would suck more on purpose because I know everyone's getting mad. And they're yelling at me. I'm like 0-4, and I'm like, dude, I'm doing better than you, and they have no deaths. Like, dude, what are you talking about? I get them more mad because I just don't care. It's no point in caring anymore. I stopped caring a long time ago about that stuff. But I want to move to how us 3 met, because that's a interesting story with video proof on my channel. Of I'm pretty sure it's there.
Yeah,
I remember.
Fortnite.
Yeah, speaking of Fortnite.
Yeah, that's what made me think of it. So
do you want to tell Liv why we found him and his friend? Oh god,
Nick.
Nick. Yeah.
Yeah, Nikki.
Oh my, was it that we were literally just browsing?
No, so you were bored. You were bored, and you're like let's. She was bored, and like she does this to me all the time. She like puts me. Yeah. She puts me on the spot where like she'd be like, I'm bored, and I'm like, okay, like what do you want me to do? Like I can't just solve boredom quickly. But then she was like, well, let's find somebody, like let's find a streamer on Twitch. Like we were just messaging, we weren't even voice at this point. And she's like, let's just find a streamer and we'll like see if we can play with them or if they're playing with viewers. And so we're like, okay. And so we went through like probably like 4 or 5 people, and we're just like you know, they weren't bad, it was or like annoying or anything like that. We were just like And then all of a sudden we ran into Nikki, and she's like, he seems really nice, and I'm like, all right, like let's try. And so then like he invited both of us, and I was like, holy shit, like this is crazy. And so then you joined. I want to say it was that same night.
It was
like late,
yeah.
Yeah, I think it was like later in the night.
I remember he texted me. He goes, "Hey, dude, I have 2 streamers that want to play Fortnite, but we need a 4th. You want in?" I said, "You literally can't find any other fucking person. You find the worst Fortnite player in the world to add into the squad." He goes, "Well, yeah, but we got funny moments this way." I was like, "All right, fine, I'm in."
Yeah, Liv was like the conductor of like picking the person, so she like picked Nikki. I remember she picked Nikki. She was like very adamant. She was like, "No, I like him more," because I also liked somebody else. And then yeah, I mean, we just like I remember like we had so much fun that night because like we won quite a bit, but it was literally just like laughter, literally nonstop the whole time. Yep. And it was like you and Nikki had your guys' banter in between each other, and then me and Liv had our banter in between each other. It was like, you know, two old groups getting back together, and you're just like, oh, this is like you didn't know that we didn't know each other. That's what I liked about it so much.
Yeah.
That was fun.
It was a lot of fun.
Yeah. I'm still waiting for that chug Liv. I'm still waiting for it. I remember watching that film back, and I fucking ran right by it. I'm like, oh shit.
Hers now. Yeah, no, she is the she's not the loot goblin, but she deserves all the loot. She's the carry, so that's how I always look at it. My friends used to get so mad because I'd give her like all the gold guns. I'm like, you're not gonna hit anything with it. She's gonna laser them. Like, I'm sorry. I know who's better in this lobby.
Yep.
There's nothing wrong with that. Know your worth.
Yep. Oh yeah. I never wanted any of the good stuff. Every time I pick up the good stuff, I'm like, hey, who wants it?
Yeah, I'm the human punching bag. That's what I like to look at it.
I'm the decoy.
I'll get down for you. Don't worry.
Yep. That's my specialty.
I'm a radar.
Yep, there's a sniper in the building on the left. Then you're gonna kill feed. They died. I'm like, yep, there you go, got him.
Have you been enjoying the new with the Fall Guys becoming free to play? Like, there's a lot. I know there's a lot of new players because of it being free to play now.
I've had a lot of fun. So I want to bring up a clip on my channel that I die laughing at all the time. So they have a skin from Among Us and Fall Guys, but it's when the crewmate's dead, so like the bone's sticking up and you just see the legs. And so I call it out. I go, "Hey guys, look, there's a dead crewmate in the bottom." My buddy goes, "Oh, I thought that was a chicken. He thought it was a drumstick for his skin." And I said, "What? Why would it be a drumstick?"
That's hilarious.
One of my favorite little clips I've ever had. So now my friends and I, we play Among Us. We call out drumsticks, not bodies.
Drumsticks.
Yep. Guys, call it a drumstick if you find one.
That's great.
But yeah, I've had fun. I mean, there's some really tough freaking obstacles in that thing, but I have a blast when I play.
Yeah, I haven't. I played a little bit before it was free to play again. I was playing it a little bit with some friends, but yeah, I want to play it again just because it's always a fun time. Like even like playing by yourself, it's like so funny to watch people like sabotage each other and whatnot.
Oh yeah. I just like how they flop all the time. Like there's no physics to the body. They get hit, they go everywhere. They just fly over I die laughing every time.
There's one map Liv can't like make the jump like ever. I can't remember which map it is, but it's like so funny because like we'll be like she'll be at the
it's the froggy one, I think.
Yeah.
The lily pad one.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm good at that one. I'm good at that one.
There's like one part where
she just like struggles every time.
I don't know what it is. Like
it's so
funny doing the same thing over and over again.
And the whole time she's like screaming at me, and again it's like, what do I like? I can't take your controller.
In the meantime,
you gotta go to her house and play and get her through it, then go back home.
Yeah. And it's like so funny. Well, no, because there's like times where I'm not even saying anything and you just know that I'm laughing because I have the mic off or something like that.
Well,
that's not my
I
fault.
still know.
That's not my fault.
I still know. That's the issue.
I had
And
one
please.
similar to that. I didn't know how to grab yet on console. So there's one where like a bar swings back and forth. You grab onto it, you jump across.
Yeah.
I didn't know how to grab yet, so I kept jumping and I kept hitting buttons to figure it out. And everyone's like, Mike, they're all done. I'm like, guys, I don't know how to grab anything. Shut up. I'm trying to figure it out. Like, Mike, come on. And then we somehow qualified and I wouldn't finish. Like, Mike, you lucked out on that one. I was like, hey, I don't want to hear it. All right, I'm learning.
Yeah, meanwhile, Liv like will shit talk me the whole time we're playing games. And she's like,
okay,
wow, you suck. Wow, you didn't do this. I'm like,
look.
How can I play when you're literally just trashing me?
If I'm trashing on you, that means that I like you, okay? It's a good thing. It's good. I promise.
Yeah, it's so good.
Plus, you always play better if I'm trash talking you.
True.
So
It's very
I think
true.
It's better. I think it's good.
Yeah, no, it's very true.
I always tell people, if I'm making fun of you, then that means I like you. Because if I don't make fun of you, that means I don't care for you.
Exactly.
It's very fair.
Well, I always make a joke because I'm like, do you remember how nice I was at the beginning? Like,
Dude, yeah, we'll go back and watch clips, and she's like, oh, thank you. Like, she's like all quiet. It's so nice. It's like, now it's like, what the fuck are you doing? And I'm like, oh, I'm sorry. Like, I didn't mean it. It's like Demon Bria gets taken over, and you're
dude,
just like,
you fucking suck.
Like, yeah, literally, it's like there'll be times where like I'll do something, and she's like, "What are you doing?" And I'm like, "I'm sorry. Like I did. Like, should I not have done that? Like I don't know. Like
no, I like always try to make it seem like no. He does not always say, I'm sorry, I don't know. No, sometimes he's like, what do you mean? This is a good angle. What do you mean I'm flanking? What do you mean this is good? And I'm like, okay. I don't know why you're trying to be like, I'm the victim here. No.
the victim.
I get it back.
Don't pull the Amber Heard card. Don't do that.
No, Aussie, remember, only listen to me.
No, Aussies.
Now there's gonna be a war in Australia over this. Yep. Great.
The Liv versus Dalton in Australia.
Yeah. Great. Look what you did.
Was it Australia or New Zealand where they had the ostrich war, right? Isn't that like there was like a war? I think it might have been New Zealand, but there's like they literally had to fight off ostriches because it was like they were overpopulating the land.
I had no idea. I didn't even know it was a thing. That sounds like
it's
like a mod for a game.
Yeah, it's in history books and everything.
They come in waves.
Yeah, it's a mod for Nazi zombies. Instead of zombies, a bunch of ostriches running around the map. Yeah, I never heard of that at all. I don't remember ever hearing about
Yeah,
that.
let me look it up real quick. I'm pretty sure it's like it's either I want to say
Are you
swear.
guys not emus or something? I don't know.
Now you're making stuff up.
No,
Emus.
it's the ostrich war. It's the ostrich war in Australia. The emu war as well. That's what it's called. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right. So Australia once declared war against emus and lost in 1932.
What the fuck?
There was about 20,000 emus in the occupied farmland and World War One veterans.
I'm looking at it now.
Yeah.
What the hell?
So Liv was right.
Hey.
It's emus. My bad, not ostriches.
Treyarch, make this the next Call of Duty. Next Call of Duty right here. Whoever's turns next, Infinity War, Treyarch, I want this next. I want the emu war.
Yeah, that's another thing is that anytime I say something, if Liv corrects me, it's probably right.
Probably right.
But don't let her know that, you know. She's not listening right now. It's fine. She'll forget tomorrow.
Hey, Australia isn't listening. It's fine.
Yeah.
As long as Australia ain't listening, it's good.
Yeah, Aussie, sorry about the ostrich versus emus. I forgot. It's emus.
Most random animals fucking ever.
Yeah, they really are. Yeah, they are. They're really aggressive. They like headbutt you and stuff and like hit you with their neck.
At you.
Yeah.
And then they like put their necks up and they like their feathers get really big so they look really scary and then they just like run towards you. And there's this woman, I actually was just watching one of her TikToks earlier who has like an emu. I don't know if it's a farm, but she has an emu.
Like a ranch of like emus?
I don't think she has only emus. But I think she has like 2 emus and one of them like is very aggressive and it will like charge towards her and she puts her arm out to like stop it, like to grab its neck, and it works every time and I'm like, what? Like,
dude, I'm telling you, next Call of Duty. I want that to be next Call of Duty emu warfare.
That'd be actually pretty hilarious if they did like just like an homage to it or something.
Yeah,
I think that'd be pretty funny.
They don't make good zombies maps, so make an emu map instead. Emu game mode. Waves of emus.
Is this the first year that we're not getting a Call of Duty, right? This is like the first year? Because I know they said that they're gonna start doing every other year or something like that.
Yeah,
officially now.
I think Modern Warfare 2 comes out next year.
Really? I thought it was this year.
Is it MW2
I really
this
don't
year?
know. I don't know the release date. I don't know.
I'm gonna out myself here. I just played Vanguard yesterday for the first time in a long time, and I'm pretty sure it's coming out this year because they have like you can buy the huge I don't know what it's called, like
a bundle or like game of the year, like the digital legendary edition.
Yeah, and you can pre-purchase it already. So I feel like if it was coming next fall, it would be like.
Well, just to let everyone know, make sure you look up 2022's Modern Warfare 2. 'Cause I did, and it said 2009. So I looked up the wrong one.
Yeah. There's the older one. Yeah.
I forgot all about the older one for a second.
Yeah,
October 28th it says this year.
Okay, gotcha.
I know that. I thought it was early next year it was coming out.
Yeah, I know a lot of people are really excited for it. I know they're doing like if you pre-purchase it, you get like the open beta or whatever too. So.
Ooh, fancy.
Yeah. I played that's like how I got really deep into that was probably like my most played game battles game was the original MW2, the one that you're talking about back in like 2009.
Times.
Yeah, I used to host LANs at my house and we would play like
that's awesome.
Gears of War and MW2 and Halo.
Oh, Gears of War is my favorite. That game was sick. Yeah, but now I say this all the time. Kids nowadays wouldn't last 5 seconds in an MW2 lobby. Nope. Not happening. So now that we've talked about, I think we covered everything.
Yeah, I used forever. But I stopped playing like super competitively back in like 2016, 2017. I didn't play like in any tournaments anymore. But we're hosting a Valorant tournament at the end of this month, so that's gonna be fun. Me and Liv are gonna be casting it with our friend Pedro.
Is that who I was talking to in the chat the other day?
Yeah, Pillsbury Joe Boy.
Oh, okay.
Yep. We're gonna have like right now we're looking around like 6 or 7 teams.
Yep.
Exciting.
Yeah, and probably a little bit more, because there's a few people that are like, I want a team, but we only have like 3 people or something like that. So we'll probably end up having more teams combine, whatever they want to do by the end of it. So we're looking around double-digit teams, which will be fun. And so we're gonna have like Friday's gonna be strictly like the play-ins basically, and then the Saturday is going to be the semifinals and finals, just because that's going to be a lot of games in one day, so we wanted to break it down into 2 days.
Makes sense.
But Liv's a good caster. We've casted multiple things together. She's going to undersell herself, she always does. And then
and you didn't cast me?
Yeah, I'll love to cast one of your games. It'd be hilarious. Yeah, no, I cast random times like during my Valorant games, and everybody's like, they're like, where did that come from? I'm just like, it felt like it was the right time to do it. But yeah, it's gonna be fun. Pedro's gonna be he's gonna be streaming. I'm gonna be streaming.
Mm-hmm.
I think Liv might stream that day. I don't know.
Yeah,
it's up
I
to
will.
her. Yeah, so Liv will probably be streaming.
When is this?
29th and the 30th of July, I believe.
Okay.
Yes, Friday and a Saturday. The last week of July.
Nice.
Yep. And then we that's pretty much I've mostly been just playing Valorant. I haven't really even been playing like League of Legends or anything like that. Mostly just Valorant. I play League sometimes.
Woo, Valorant. Woo.
Valorant. Riot has consumed my life.
Woo.
Yeah. Woo! I totally love it. My mental's not boomed.
Well, to be honest, Valorant, I'll say that I hate it. I'll say that I don't want to like play, not hate it, but I'll just be like, I'm done for today. I don't want to do it anymore. And then I'm like, you know what? I need to play more.
Like 20 minutes later, you're like, damn,
it's
I
this
actually want to
weird,
play.
like,
Yeah, it's how Fortnite was. Like Fortnite, we would be like, I want to get off, and then like an hour later, we're like, oh, you want to play Fortnite?
Fortnite?
Yeah. It's like, oh, okay, yeah.
You'll never catch me playing Fortnite ever again.
No build mode, man. It's actually not that bad.
It's not that
no,
good.
No.
It's not that good, but it's not that bad either.
No, don't want it. I don't want it. Nope.
Yeah.
I don't want it.
Yeah, no, it's very fair. It's very fair.
He shunned Fortnite.
Yeah, all done. Yeah.
I don't
now that kids think Stormtroopers are from Fortnite, I hate the game.
I know, yeah.
Stupid ass kids.
Yeah, no, yeah, there was a kid at the park, and
dumb.
It was so funny. He was talking about who was he talking? I think he was like talking about the Joker or something like that. And he's like, "Oh, that's from."
Stop.
He was like, "That's from Fortnite." And I'm like, "No, it's from Batman."
I would have strangled the kid.
Fortnite.
Yeah, he literally. I think it was the Joker. I could be wrong, but yeah, his
dude. Like every skin now in Fortnite.
Yeah.
Is now that's what they're known for. Even if they have legendary movies or shows, they're known from fucking Fortnite. That's why I hate the game.
Yeah, like Ripley from like Alien vs. Like from the Alien movies. It's like, oh yeah, that's from Fortnite. I'm like, no, it's a movie called Aliens.
Yeah, it's something 10 times better than Fortnite.
Came up even before I was born.
Yeah, me too. Better movie than most of the ones that come out nowadays too.
Yeah, no, those movies are pretty good. They're scary. We actually Liv played the Alien Isolation game. That game is terrifying.
I'm too big a chicken.
So
I didn't even.
I can't finish it. It's so
I wasn't even playing, and I was screaming for her. Like I was jumping. Like I wish I was kidding, but like there was times where like she didn't scream, and I'm like, ah! And I'm like, that didn't scare you? Like it scared me.
No, like it's because these games where something is constantly following you around is so like terrifying. Like something that you can't necessarily fight or kill in your like, unless it's supposed to be happening at that point in the game. You can't get rid of it, so it's like so scary. I can't.
This is a good question for you, Mike. What's like your first game you like ever like fell in love with or like got you into gaming? Because like I know Liv's answer, but I'd like to hear yours too.
Okay.
We can ask Liv after, but yeah.
Okay, so the game that I'll just say the first game I ever played, because I didn't really fall in love with the game until years after I played games.
Mm-hmm.
So on the old school Nintendo that had like Duck Hunt with the gun.
Yeah.
I played that and that Super Mario Brothers that came with it. I play that and
Yeah.
Legend of Zelda on there all the time.
Oh, okay.
Then I went to a Game Boy Color and played good old Pokemon like every 5-year-old did in 2000.
Yeah. Yep.
And then, your typical normal games on PS2 and stuff that everyone played. I played Madden, the WWE games, or whatever. I played all those. And then 2008, it's still my all-time favorite game. Fallout 3, I fell in love with.
Ooh.
I
Good
have
one.
hours upon hours. I could beat that game any way possible. On my PS3, I almost 100%ed the trophies with the DLC.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I got like
Okay,
90%.
gotcha.
That's like my
Yeah, so you fell deep into it.
Oh yeah, I still love that game. If I need to play something and enjoy playing it, that's what I go to every time.
Did you like 4 and did you like New Vegas, the one that came after, and then 4, or not really?
New Vegas was
Yeah.
I'm not really a gambler or nothing, so like that whole aspect they added in, I didn't really care for.
Didn't really
it.
care for it.
To me, it's kind of like a waste of a addition. I did like how realistic it was. I thought that was cool, like with poison and all that stuff. That was kind of cool.
Yeah.
Fallout 4, I loved. Based out of Boston, man. That's where I'm from.
Yep.
Hard for me not to love it. I love it.
Live and die Boston.
Yep. Yeah, hey kid.
Hey.
But yeah, I loved that one too. But the thing is, I couldn't finish Fallout 4. It was not like I didn't like it. I just didn't finish it because I still preferred Fallout 3. I still do.
Yeah, it's like the nostalgic factor. You're just like, it's
Yeah.
not that good, so I'm not gonna.
Yeah, walking through DC and Fallout 3, it's hard for me not to like it.
What about you, Liv? What was your game?
Sims.
Oh, yeah.
Sims.
Sims, which one?
Well, technically the first one was the very first game that I played. Well, it wasn't called Sims 1, it was just called The Sims.
Sims, yeah, The Sims.
And that was at my friend's across the street. Her name was also Brianna. I'm not joking. And I went over to her house and she was playing this game and I was like, what is this game? What is this game? Like, just my eyes were coming out of my head.
Was it on like, PS2? That one?
No. Because no, this is the OG Sims on computer, but
it was
from
that one. Okay,
2000.
Gotcha.
Yeah, it's like you literally your computer was like still on Windows 98 and like could barely run like any game. It's like if you ever go back and like watch like old Sims videos, you're just like they sold this, like this was a thing.
Yeah.
But yeah.
And literally I want to say like after I got home later that day, I asked my mom, I'm like, can you please get me Sims, like please? And she got me like the whole collection, which at the time I had no idea it was the whole collection because I didn't know how it worked. Games and stuff worked. Like I opened it up, I saw like the first CD and I just popped it in and we installed it. And then like I didn't realize literally until later, like I want to say like 2 years later that like I had the whole collection. I just had to like install all of it and everything. Anyway, so yeah, I played
you had like
that,
all the
then...
like DLC that you can like buy now on digital store.
Yeah. I wish I still like had it. Like,
right, physical copies of it. Yeah,
nostalgic in that way. But then
it's rare too.
Funny that you say PS2 because I had a PS2, and that was where I played Sims 2 on PS2. I didn't have Sims 2 for the PC. So I missed that whole era of like Sims 2. I never played Sims 2 at all, even on PC. So I only played it on PS2 and I was obsessed with it. I would force my friends to play it when they came over. It was like really bad. Along with a bunch of Lego games, by the way, because like obviously
like you can never go wrong with
like Lego
games.
Batman, the OG one on PS2.
So good.
Loved it. It was so good. Anyway. Yeah, and then when Sims 3 came out, then I started Sims 3 from like pretty much, I want to say pretty much the beginning, but it was probably like a year or two after it came out, which was in 2009. So then I got most of the expansion-y packs and stuff for that, not all of them. And then when Sims 4 came out, literally the day it came out in 2014, I think it was September 9th or something, and I
got the exact
went to the
date.
store. Yeah, it's very memorable because I was like, Mom, I really like, please please. And she got it for me, but she got like the digital download version.
Oh, okay.
And I was like, it's not ideal, but it will have to work. And then, but here we are. And I have every single expansion pack, game pack, stuff pack. I don't have every kit because some of the kits I do not want. Yeah. I don't want to spend time vacuuming in the virtual game when I have to do that IRL. I'm sorry, I don't want to do that.
Yeah, so just for reference, they have a mic or a kit called
Bust the Dust.
Bust the Dust, and it's literally they add dust to the game, so like
they add dust bunnies too, which is really cute. But
so they make the game more realistic.
Yeah.
Why?
But your house gets dirtier, and you have to clean it. Like you can physically see the dirt on the ground, like the dust. And if it gets too dirty, then you get dust bunnies, which are cute and stuff, and like whatever, it's fun and gorgeous. But it's really not, because I don't feel like vacuuming in The Sims when I have to.
Dude, I can't even keep my Sims alive, let alone vacuum the goddamn house.
Yeah, me too, man. Me too.
Mine either drown in the pool or catch themselves on fire. One or the other.
Liv made a guy drown in the pool once.
All right. Look, he won the lottery. All right. And I wanted the money. Okay.
Hey, that's
so
fucked up.
We married him, took the money,
up.
and then he unfortunately passed in the pool, okay?
Unfortunately passed in the pool while I was holding his head underwater.
Yeah, you should see the clip. She has this like evil grin the whole time.
Oh man, what the?
Yeah.
Actually, afterwards, I'm like, oh, I haven't killed a Sim in a long time. That was fun. And that to me is more terrifying than actually killing him.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Yeah, that was weird.
All right, who am I killing next?
Don't let her innocence fool you.
Yeah, she had an itch. She's like, oh, I gotta start killing again.
Yeah, exactly.
I starts twitching while she's streaming. I gotta get the edge off. I gotta kill someone else.
She's always been so into Sims. I've always like, I don't know, I've appreciated it because like you don't really get like those like diehard people to games anymore, where it's like something new comes out for it and they're like instantly like, I want to get it, I have to get it. Like it might not even
high school. I'm so excited.
That's gonna be a good one. Yeah, that one's gonna be a good one.
So good. I'm so excited.
But it's like, that's like one thing that I always am like, it's really cool that she has that, because like a lot of people in the gaming world don't really have that anymore with games. Like, even Call of Duty people are like, I fuck another Call of Duty, I don't really want this, or like,
yep,
they get it and they're like, they play it for like a month and they're like, oh, it's pretty good, but like, like doesn't give you that same feeling.
What I like in Call of Duty now is all the cool new skins when they like collaborate with like shows and movies. That's cool. Besides that, I don't care.
Yeah, that's pretty much how you win Live over. You just add cosmetics. Add cosmetics to a game. Liv will buy it. It'll be like the worst game ever, and she's like, "But I can look pretty." It's like, all right, shit.
But I can look pretty.
All right, let's play then.
Yeah.
Then we play for like a week or two, and she's like, "I don't really like this game," and I'm like, "All right."
She's like, "Dude, this game sucks. Who told me to buy
it?" On to the next one. So yeah,
whenever someone's like, it's a free-to-play game, you don't have to buy cosmetics, and I'm like, well,
no.
Oh my God.
She's like, no, you don't have to. I have to.
You don't have
to. Yeah.
I have to buy them. You don't.
Well, it's like for instance, like Rogue Company is a new game to people because it's they just made it free to play. Yeah, they just made it free to play. It's out of like beta now, technically, is what I think is what the term is now. But we bought Founders Pack for that game. And like cosmetics were coming out for it like slowly, and Liv's like, oh, I really like this. And I'm like, woman, like this game is in beta still. Like, but like she got it obviously.
No, but you don't understand. I can look like this.
Yeah, literally.
Oh jeez, yeah. I'm not like that at all. I'm like that depending on the skin. It depends on the skin for me what it is. Like oh man, why does my connection keep going down today? That's weird. Man, that blows.
Because like once I go back to it, I want to look cool. I want to have this skin. Like Fortnite, for instance, I think I bought like 2 skins that I wasn't even playing the game.
Except the Smite Phantom was a mistake, and you should admit to that.
I will never admit to that. It is a great Phantom and
Ugliest.
such a good,
I've
such a good
gotten
skin.
only a couple
Such a good skin.
skins ever, and they're only in Call of Duty.
Yeah.
They collaborated with my favorite anime, Attack on Titan. I was so
that's a good
pumped.
set.
I got the Scout Regiment one and the Armored Titan one. I had to.
Okay.
Because when you got the
Liv has
Scout-
a few operator skins too in Call of Duty, I think too. Could be wrong.
I have the OG Ghost from MW2 as well. It's kind of hard
Okay,
not
gotcha.
to. Hard not to get that one.
Yeah, I regret not getting. I should have gotten.
There's
Ghostface.
a violet tracer pack right now in Vanguard with this girl
Oh
who's like
my.
wearing a motorcycle thing.
Oh my god!
Here we go.
Are you gonna get it?
She's buying it right now. No, she's buying it right now.
She's
I'm
actually
literally
playing-
logging
yeah.
in.
The whole time she's playing Call of Duty, like we're actually having a conversation. She's like, I gotta get my fix. I gotta get my fix. I
Yeah,
gotta get
she's playing
Purple?
just to unlock all these things.
She by the way, she doesn't even like motorcycles, but she loves aesthetics for motorcycles. Like a motorcycle helmet, she'll die for. She's like, oh my god.
Like, it's
Like
the vibes.
the leather, the suits that they wear,
Stop outing me.
it's dead. She's like,
Oh, my.
love it. But like, but then you're like, do you want to ride a motorcycle? She's like, no, too dangerous.
I'm scared. It's
I don't
scary.
want to be on the back of it. It's like, what the heck? Like, what is wrong with you? It's like the same reason. It's like some people like for instance, like Ghostface. People are like, oh man, Ghostface is so hot. And I'm like, what?
I mean, anyway.
And then
Hey. No, no. Stop it.
Sit
Stop
down.
it.
We'll leave that alone. No
Sit.
comments.
Hey.
No further comments.
Pants on during podcast.
She's like literally pulling them up.
Yeah. All right, you just hear zip. All right.
Dang it.
I hate this podcast. It's stupid.
Yeah. Other podcasts let me do it.
Yeah. All the other ones let me take my pants off for Ghostface. Why can't I this time?
The Aussies would let me do it.
They only listen to Dalton, so you can't.
Damn.
I want to see what's down under.
No.
What?
Down under.
Hey, now let's shift from gaming for a bit. Let's go to a topic that you guys like practically fell in love with me for.
Oh yeah.
K-pop.
Yeah.
Oh yes.
And
Yeah.
Okay, wait.
Huh?
I
Yeah.
want to say one thing.
What's up?
Because I know that you and Dalton talk a lot about K-pop. But there's a lot of things Dalton would not know had I not introduced him to a lot of stuff.
Okay. So I was gonna explain that. So
Okay,
yeah,
okay.
yeah. So it was cool meeting you, and you guys connected over K-pop, and at the time I didn't really like. I liked K-pop at that time because like Liv showed me stuff,
Yep.
but like I wasn't like, oh, this is such a good artist, or like, oh, new stuff's coming out from so and so. Like I didn't know that kind of stuff, and so Liv would show me like her old playlist from like when she was in high school and stuff like that, and so forth. And so you guys would always talk about it, and I'm like, man, this is so cool, like listening to them talk about like either like BTS or like just like Girls' Generation or whatever group you guys were talking about. It's like I didn't know at that time, and now it's like something new will be coming out. I'm like, Liv, did you see like so and so is coming out with this, or like she'll be like, oh, look at this, and I'm like for instance, like Chungha is like having like a new song come out soon, and I was like really excited for it. Yeah, I love Chungha. Snapping. But anyway, but yeah, so like that was really cool for me, and like even like this year, there's like a lot of new music coming out, and like Liv and I both have like just died listening to it. So like. Yeah, I love and like the community of like K-pop, like it gets a lot of hate because of like the stands on Twitter and stuff, but like
yeah, they're
it's
rough.
also but it's also just such a like loving community too. Like there's so many like people that just like want to be involved in that world, and I think that's really cool. It just reminds me a lot of like gaming and like card games and like all those like big group communities that like get this like following that you're just like you think it's like scary from the outside, but once you get in the inside, it's like, oh, okay, this is actually really dope.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
That's what pushed me away from K-pop at first. Was like I was like I don't want to get yelled at if I don't know like the artist's name or something. Like that scared me.
I didn't know some group's name at the time. Like I used to. So, Liv, you probably know more than Dalton when it comes to K-pop.
Oh yeah.
So
Oh yeah.
at the time when someone would tell me about Boa,
Okay.
I
yeah.
never knew if it
Oh.
was a solo or a group because I was still learning who groups and solos were. So someone told me when I first got into K-pop, they talked about Boa. I said, "Oh, is that the girl group that sings Fire, which is 2NE1 now?"
Yeah.
And they're like, "No, what the?" They're all mad. I'm like, "Whoa, whoa, whoa, I'm like, relax, relax." I'm like, "I've
Oh my
only
gosh.
listened to Big Bang. Chill. Like,
What
give me a minute."
throwback.
But
Yeah,
yeah,
no, Liv did Liv we like this past year she did a how OG are you into like the K-pop, and like it was like videos from like back in like early 2000s,
yeah.
like or
Those
like
are some
like,
good bops back
like
then.
late 2000s, but like yeah. I was like I had never heard this, and she's like, "Oh, this is really good," and I'm like, "Okay," I like listen to it. I'm like, "Damn, this is actually pretty fire!" Like, why haven't you showed me this?
I found a video on YouTube. It's a half an hour long, 100 plus nostalgic K-pop songs. I heard so many I completely forgot about. It was awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Like I bought
Well, I remember.
like OG EXO, like when they first showed up, first
Oh.
debuted, like all songs I completely forgot about.
You already peaked Liv's interest.
Well, I just
Whoa!
remember when I got into K-pop was literally 2012. I remember I was like in high school.
Dude, that's the same as me. Dude, why am I having connection issues today?
I don't know if you can hear me.
No, I'm having weird connection issues today. Sorry. I heard 2012, then it just it dropped. I don't know. Must be bad internet
No, it's
day,
just
yeah.
saying So whenever Gangnam Style, I think it was 2012 or 2013.
Yeah, that's
And
2012.
everyone was on that.
Because that's how I got in. Because I got
Right.
Style, and I investigated after because I wanted to see
Exactly. That's exactly what I did.
And I
So then I
found
found, like, Big
Fantastic
Bang.
Baby by Big Bang.
That-
was-
Oh my god!
That's my
Did you guys
first
find the
K-pop
exact-
bop.
Wait, did you
I
guys
said the same thing.
wait? Did you guys literally find the exact same song?
Yes, like that's how.
Watch,
But that's how
you
it
guys,
started.
awesome.
You guys both have like the exact same
We had
date.
the
That you
same-
guys looked it up. Like, it's
Yeah, I
like,
know.
all right, what's your favorite dance story? like,
Yeah.
did we just become best friends?
This is
Want to do karate in the
before-
garage?
Literally.
This is before like Spotify was a thing or whatever. I was using Pandora, I remember, and Pandora like played the same kind of sets of songs basically. I don't know if they still do it.
I'm
But,
not sure.
um,
I haven't used Pandora
So
in a
when
while.
I started to like listen to K-pop on Pandora, like the K-pop station or radio station or whatever was basically the same sets of songs, and a lot of it was old stuff, like talking from like 3 or 4 years earlier to even early 2000s. So Boa was on there, obviously Girls' Generation was,
Yep.
obviously 2NE1 and Big Bang, but like a lot of like the songs from the past 10 years in K-pop were basically on that station, which is why I knew so much, like, I guess you can call it OG stuff, because I feel like 2013, 2014 era, that's when stuff really started to turn over. There were like all these groups coming out.
Yeah.
It was like EXO, you know, it was like a whole thing.
BTS came out. They were nothing then. What the hell is up with the internet? They must be streaming a movie. I bet my fam's streaming a movie. That's why I'm having internet problems today. It just popped to my head now. They're watching a movie, and that just popped to my head. That's probably why I'm having connection issues. But yeah, so it's funny. We had the exact same song that we
Yeah.
found. That song, honestly, I fell in love with the group because of that song,
Same.
and I have every one of the albums on my phone.
Love that.
Yeah, and I saw them in concert too.
In my blue. Anyway, but at the time, I remember so much. Like, it's what I like to listen to, and we used to do like carpool on the way to high school, and everyone would like make fun of me.
Yep.
Like
same
my
with
friends
me.
would make fun of me. They were like, "What is this? Why do you want to listen to this? You can't even understand what they're saying." I'm like, "Do you know what music is? Do you have to understand everything everyone is always saying in music? First of all, you guys don't even know the lyrics to your own songs in English, so I don't
Yep.
know why you're like getting on me for my K-pop. Leave me alone."
And it's
but yeah.
better anyways.
It really is. I'm sorry, but
The production in K-pop is like so crazy. Like
That's
it's
why
so
I
good.
love.
Yeah, like just watching like the music videos, you're just like, this is literally a movie set. Like, it's so cool.
Mm.
Like, I love watching like music videos. Like I've been on a huge kick of Stray Kids because of Liv. She got me into them.
Stray Kids.
And so like, yeah, like God's Menu, like literally does the music video doesn't make any sense like to the song.
Half
but
the
it's
fucking
like,
songs don't make sense to the music video.
but
I'm not even
but
gonna
it's
lie.
like, but it's like so sick and it's like so cool. And then like same with like Maniac, like that song
yep.
literally Maniac. Like that song is just like so good that like them just sitting at the table, it's like, oh, I Felix, you ever hear this? It's my shout out to you.
But I also watched a lot of, I don't know if you did this as well, Mike, but I got into a lot of well, first it was like the variety shows because the groups would come up on the variety shows.
Yep.
So I would watch them on the shows, and that's
Me
you
too.
just fall in love with them more because they're
Yeah.
like talking. It's like a whole thing. And then from there, it was like I did watch a couple K-dramas, didn't really get too much into it. But
No,
there was
I
like a
didn't do
couple that
that.
I was like, I swear by. Like, there's this one that I'm obsessed with. But anyway, and then from there, it was like my mom got me some books so I could like study Korean, which is why like I can like pronounce Hangul and stuff. So it's just like it just started to like snowball into this thing.
Do you remember the when you sent me the Snapchat of your mom finding the BTS dolls?
Oh my god.
Her mom was like...
mom. Oh my! I love my mom. She like went to Barnes and Noble, and they had like all the BTS members as like dolls, Barbie dolls.
Oh yeah,
basically.
yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
And so she got me Jimin and Jungkook, and I was like,
Oh, Jungkook's my boy. That's my boy.
It was so funny too, though, because she like she sent
actually,
me
she was like, you can pick one, and I was like, I like these two, so she got them both because I was like.
It was so funny too because she like messaged me and she's
I'm
like,
an adult, by the way. I wasn't like 16
no,
or anything.
this was literally like last year.
Yeah, those came out like
a
2
couple
years
years
ago.
ago.
Yeah, like 2 years ago. But like she like messaged me and she's like my mom's gonna give me these. I was like, oh, that's so cool. And like she was like so geeked. And I was like, it's literally like anytime that a woman's like, oh, I don't like them because they like comic books, I'm just gonna bring up that. Like, yep. I know women that literally fangirl over action figures of their favorite artists. All right, get out of here.
Hey, don't diss the action figures.
Hey, no, they're dope. They are dope.
They're awesome.
They are cool. They're really detailed too.
I have the rare 7-pack Funko Pop from the DNA music video. I think I got it. Yeah, I got packed away now, but I got from the DNA music video that came out for BTS. All 7 members, a big Funko Pop box.
That's actually so cool.
Yeah, all 7 of them together. I'm not taking them out. I'm leaving them in there. Paid $100 for it.
Yeah, no, you have to keep that one.
I got it at my local flea market. I saw it. I'm like, I want to get it. And they're like, yeah, I'm selling for 100. I'm like, all right, steal.
Yeah, literally.
I was like, you fucking idiot. He's selling all this Marvel stuff for hundreds of dollars, and he's got the biggest boy band in the world for 100. I'm like, yep, I'm buying it. Yeah, so I've seen Big Bang in concert. Their last concert as a 5-person group. Now that they're kind of a 4-person group. And I saw BTS twice.
Dang. I was gonna get Stray Kids tickets for Liv, but she didn't know if she's gonna. Yeah, she didn't know if she was gonna be out of town, so it was like really hard to like buy the tickets.
Yeah, I was
just because.
No, go ahead.
Yeah, no, I was gonna say it's just it's hard because like if you wait to get those tickets, they like jump in price so fast.
Oh yeah.
Like for instance, like they originally were like $100. Like it was like some seats were like $32 to like $100, and then like I waited like a few more days to look. And like those same tickets were like $300 to $400 because like scalpers, and I'm just like,
fucking ridiculous.
Like, dude, this is so crazy. And then like even like stage tickets, I mean, they were still pretty pricey, like at original price, but they were getting up to like $4,000. I was like, holy
crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy on like how big like those concerts are.
Yeah, my girl and I were going to go see Blackpink a few years ago. But I think the Blackpink show was on What's that? This connection's making me lose my mind today. What the hell is going on? Huh. What the What the hell?
Up.
There we go. Holy shit. That was a terrible spike I had there. Holy shit.
Yeah, they're doing a concert in PUBG.
Oh yeah, I saw that. Yeah, and I was trying to say before I had the nasty lag spike there, I was trying to get my wife tickets to see Blackpink a couple years ago, and they were doing it on like a Thursday, a Wednesday or a Thursday, and I was like, yeah, no, I'm not going.
Yeah, it'd be pretty hard to go to a concert on like a weekday.
Like for us, we have to go. K-pop concerts in New England, they happen in New Jersey.
Oh wow!
So, I've done the ride three times. I've done it 3 times. See Big Bang and twice for BTS. I've done it, but that's a long fucking day.
Yeah.
So on like a Wednesday or Thursday, as much as I know my girl would have loved it and I would have had a blast too, I'm not doing that ride on a Wednesday. That's terrible.
Yeah, I think they do concerts at Ford Field, like some of the groups do, but like they're bigger concerts, Chicago.
Yeah, I've heard that's a huge one.
Yeah, Chicago's like always crazy. I have a friend that like lives by the stadium, and like she's like I literally can't leave my house. Like there's just too many people. Like they like. She's like, if you try to go like to any of the places near that stadium, you're just stuck forever. Like people that don't even get into the show just sit outside of the show just so that they can hear like a glimpse of the music. And I was like, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, there was a petition because when BTS did their outdoor stadium tour like a few years ago, they're trying to get it at Gillette Stadium here in Massachusetts because they're doing it. They did it at MetLife Stadium, which is where I went.
Yeah.
And they're like, well, they're not that far. Just drive up another 4 hours, and they're at Gillette Stadium, and they're right there. They're like another stadium. But that never worked. They had like I think it was like 300,000 signatures trying to get it to Gillette, and it never happened.
That's actually pretty wild.
Yeah, I mean, mostly because people wanted more tour dates so they could go see them. Because they sell out rapid fire BTS tickets. You blink, they're sold out.
Yeah, I feel like it's like I know like a lot of people just really like they only really know BTS like in America other than oh God, why am I drawing a blank on Blackpink? Obviously, like Blackpink's pretty popular here too, but like a lot of like not like just like not like fans, like just people that like hear the radio songs.
Yeah,
they'll be like, oh, I like this song and I like this song. It's like, oh, let's go see them then. Like what songs do you know? Oh, I know DNA and Fire.
Yeah. Okay, so you know the popular stuff. Do you know Tomorrow?
Yeah.
Like when I went, I was so mad when I went to MetLife Stadium. I had people behind me. They're like, it's like they never heard of the group. They showed up and like, how many of them are there? Like, I think there's 5. And I'm like, there's 7 of them. Why are you here? And then they're like, yeah, they're all like they're like, I think they're like all in the 30s or 40s. I'm like, don't make them that old. I'm like, they're not that old yet.
Oh my God.
And then like, they literally did 3 songs and those people left. I'm like, you wasted hundreds of dollars to come here, listen to 3 songs and leave. That sucks.
I don't get it.
I don't either.
Especially for people who would like kill for that,
Yeah.
Oh yeah. They stole 3 seats from a bunch of other people that would love to go see them, dying to get tickets and couldn't get them.
Yeah.
I lucked out when I went. My parents, my wife, and us 4 went to go see him. All 4 of us were on our phones trying to get tickets. I didn't get in. My dad didn't get in. My wife didn't get in. My mom's like, I got tickets. I'm like, all right, buy them.
Yeah, if you ever need somebody to do that again, Liv's a god at it. She knows how to.
No, I'm not. It's very different. Are you talking
She
about
knows.
Disney? Okay.
Yeah. She knows how to work the system. Don't let her fool you.
No, no,
We had to. We
no.
had to. We were trying to get on the
Look,
new.
look, look. Let me take you. No, 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 no. So this big Disney trip that I'm doing with Dalton and our friend Orange, Nicholas.
Orange.
So it's just what we call him. And so basically, so the first day, so we got there on Sunday, but we started going to the parks on Monday. This is Disney World, so the one in Florida.
Yeah.
And I think the system is similar now, but it's a little bit different. But at the time, the Rise of the Resistance ride was on this. Basically, you have to try to like get a standby time when it becomes available, and you have 2 opportunities to do so. So like at the very you can do it before you get into the park when it opens, like when the standby queue opens on your phone, basically. Like, and I think it happens. It was 7 o'clock, but I'm pretty sure I got up. I was waking up a lot that evening, so I was really scared I was gonna miss it. I had an alarm set, but I was still really scared. So I actually woke up on my own at 6:15, and I was like, okay, I'm just gonna like sit around and try. I don't know why I did that, by the way, because I know for a fact Dawn was probably awake, and I should have went downstairs and been like, I'm too nervous to do this alone, but I didn't. And I was like up 6:15. I'm sitting on my phone you're trying to wait for this queue to pop so that you can instantly press the button, add your whole party to the thing, and then it gives you a standby time that you would return to later in the park.
Yeah.
Later in the day. So, needless to say, I do everything that I'm supposed to do, but I don't get any standby time. So the second opportunity, the only other way that we can get on this ride, because we're only at Hollywood Studios on Monday. We're not going to like come back to it at any point in the week. So the only other time is like, I think it was 2 o'clock when you're actually, you have to physically be in the park, because the first one, you don't even have to be in the park. You don't even have to be going to the park that day. But the second one opens at 2, and you have to be in the park, and you can't like try to do it from like Epcot or something.
Oh, okay.
So it's 2 o'clock and we're eating lunch, and I'm standing up because I'm too nervous to sit down. And,
He's literally shaking this whole time,
I'm like,
too.
I had Orange have like a real-time clock on, like, so it's like counting down the seconds and everything, so that like right when it turns 2 o'clock, I can like do what I need to do. So,
again? Fuck.
oh shit, I keep cutting out, I'm sure.
Oh, I thought it was me.
And anyway, so I'm standing there. So 2 o'clock comes up on the phone. I like refresh the thing, and I get the tickets, and we have a standby time. I'm pretty sure the number was like 65 or 68. Like I remember the number so distinctly. And I'm like, I was so excited. It was a big deal.
We literally
like...
we celebrated like in this group of people. Like we're like, woo, let's go, and like Liv's shaking.
I'm literally shaking.
And like me and Orange are like high fiving, I think, at this point. And then but like everybody else around us is like just trying to eat. And like we were like so hyped.
It was great. It was totally worth it though. It was an amazing ride.
Yeah. It was really fun.
Sounds like it.
It would just make the day if this could happen. I was like,
that was the first time we met too, was our
Yes.
Disney trip in real life. So that was really cool. That was a fun experience. We originally were gonna go with like a bigger group, and then COVID happened, and then other people weren't able to do it even at that time. So then we were like, let's like do it again, like later in the year or whatever.
Yep.
And so we went in January
yes.
of last year, and it was awesome. We did the
It wasn't
lightsaber.
last year, was it? It was last year?
Yeah, it's only been a year.
I thought it was 2020.
You could have. January 2020, you could still do stuff normal.
Literally, hold on.
DTC.
Let's say January of 2020. You could have done normal stuff still, because it didn't happen until like February or something.
Yeah, but it was March that we were supposed to go.
Yeah.
Originally in 2020, and it was like we had plans. It was like March 15th, I think, was when we were gonna leave, and it started to look a little grim because things were shutting down like early March. And we're like, it's fine. Like, they won't close Disney. Like, it'll be fine. It'll be totally cool. Literally, we're supposed to leave on like.
Leave on what?
What was it?
I was supposed to fly out Friday, and then literally, I think it was Wednesday or Thursday, right?
I think it was Wednesday.
Yeah, it was Wednesday. I think it was Wednesday. Her mom was like telling her like, "Oh, hey, they're closing down Disney. They're closing down Disney," and she's like, "No, no, they're not." And like, I'm like literally like a day away from getting on the plane, and all of a sudden like, it was like, "Oh yeah, they did like they closed down Disney," and we're like all bummed out, like all super sad, and like I had to like call like my I had to call the airport, and I had to call we had like reservations to other places as well.
We had to change the Airbnb. Luckily, they gave us a full refund, which was really nice.
Yeah, yep. It was super stressful. It sucked.
I bet.
But
yeah, it was rough.
Yeah, but the second trip was like super smooth sailing. We rented a car. We Liv drove down. Orange and I flew in, and yeah, it was crazy.
But it was fun. It's a good
Yeah, it was the first time I like actually got to experience Disney too, so that was like really really fun to me.
Cool. Yeah, it's fun. I'm going. That's my girl and I's honeymoon next year. That's what we'll be doing. We wedding set up the beginning of November next year, and then like a week or two later, we're going to Disney for our honeymoon.
Heck yeah! It's like you just won the Super Bowl.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, it's we're looking forward. She hasn't been in years, so for her this will be like amazing for her because of how much shit they've added. And like I haven't gone just a few years, and they've added so much since I've been there, so I'm excited to go.
Yeah, that should be fun.
Yeah, we know we're going to a Avengers compound. We're definitely going there.
Heck yeah!
We're gonna build our lightsabers there.
Yes.
I have a Darth Vader one. I bought a Darth Vader one, so I got the GOAT's lightsaber already, but I gotta make my own.
See, I have Luke's lightsaber.
Which one? Return of the Jedi or technically Anakin Luke's? Depends on how you look at it. Oh, what's the meme?
Yeah, Liv. It was so funny because I was having a hard time like getting my lightsaber.
Was it stuck in that thing?
Do you remember Liv? He was making fun of me because I was like all giddy.
No, I don't remember actually.
Oh yeah, the guy that like we were building the lightsaber, and like I was just like shaking. I was like really excited, and he's like, "It's like some people are having more trouble than others." I was like, "Okay, dude, you ain't gotta out me like that, man."
That's funny.
But yeah.
Yeah, my girl wants to make a purple one. Purple's her favorite color, so she wants purple. I don't know if that's one of the colors there.
I did blue.
Yeah, I was thinking I'm gonna do blue for mine.
Yeah, I did blue. Orange originally did blue, and then switched his crystal to like the yellow one.
Oh, yep.
Because you can buy the crystals in the shop, which is really cool.
Yeah, I saw like someone on TikTok obviously went through and they just recorded the whole experience. I saw them. You pick your crystal, and so I think that's pretty cool.
Yeah, no, it was really fun. I think that was probably Liv got to see Kylo Ren, so she like died.
Darth Vader wannabe.
Yeah, she's like she loves Kylo Ren, so we saw he came out with 2 stormtroopers. That was really cool.
I like we were like going somewhere, and then
yeah,
and you were like, I think like they're coming out, or like he's out already or something. We turn around and like he's like on the stage. I'm freaking. I'm like hitting Dalton. I'm like, we have to go over. We have to,
She's like, we have to go, and she's like crushing my arm. I'm like, okay, let's go. Like, I'm excited, and like, yeah, we like walked there, and she's like, I can't go up there. I can't go up there. So I was like,
nervous.
do you want me to go up there? So I went up there, and like he pointed at her because she had the Darth Vader purse and like backpack.
Mhm.
Oh, jeez.
And yeah, we saw like Rey and Chewbacca. That was cool.
Yeah, I always see pictures of and videos of Chewbacca and Rey and Kylo Ren all over the place.
Yeah.
No one else.
Mhm.
I always
during the Rise of the Resistance ride, she was also dying because like Kylo Ren
His
like
animatronic is in it.
yeah.
That's cool.
She's literally like, oh my god. I was like, Olivia, like chill, like
Literal robot. Calm down.
She's like, it's so cool. I'm like, it is really cool. It's really cool. I'm geeking out too. But yeah, it's definitely it was probably one of the. I think that was like one of my favorite parks.
Yeah, I'm looking. My wife and I want to go. One, because Avengers Compound, that whole edition they added is pretty cool. And like,
yeah, I haven't seen.
They
haven't seen too
update
much on
too.
it.
Like,
Oh, really?
Like when the new movies come out, as soon as they're released, that outfit that character has, or that new hero or villain, is there. They're already there.
Oh, that's so cool.
They're that far in advance prepared. Like when Falcon
Yeah.
Winter Soldier came out and Falcon became the new Captain America,
Yeah.
that next day, whoever dressed up as Falcon came out as Captain America in the new suit. Like they were right,
so
they're
cool.
right on top of it. Like when the new Doctor Strange came out, as soon as that came out, you can see a Scarlet Witch walk around. She has the black fingers and everything, like already to a T, just like in the movie. Like they update it that damn quick. It's insane. Like,
Yeah, I want to go again. It would be, I think my next trip will be really fun too. So
yeah, we're looking forward to going because I'm a huge Captain America fan, and by that I mean Steve Rogers fan. He's my favorite.
Yeah, Steve Rogers is great.
And her favorite is Peggy Carter, especially after the What If series, and she saw Captain Carter. That's her favorite character now, and it kind of works out because that's a couple, and that's who we are together. So it works out for us. So she wants to see Peggy Carter, and we want to see Steve Rogers when we go down. Hopefully they're out and about when we go down. But it should be good. I think we're going the week before Thanksgiving. No, shit, I gotta look. I think we're going the week after Thanksgiving's when we're going next year. So we'll be down there for my birthday. We found out because a few years ago, my family went down that same week. It's right after like the Thanksgiving hype and right before the Christmas hype. So it's like so slow there because no one's going. So that's our game plan. We're gonna shoot for that again. Well, I say again. I mean my wife and I are shooting for that time frame. What?
Like telling me that there's usually like things going on.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Knock, 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 knock.
Shit.
Sound like a Three Stooge.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I'm curly over here.
Yeah.
Oh man, I think we ran out of topics.
I could talk all day.
Oh well, that's good to know because I can always have people on again.
Yeah. No, we yeah, I was excited to get invited, and again, I know I've gotten invited before, so that was I'm glad we finally.
I know I was invited, but then I was like, I just felt like.
What was that? Is that me again?
Yeah, I think so.
Hopefully next time with less issues.
Yeah, I've never had this before.
Just the power. It's just the power of us, you know. It's too
Season
much.
2.
Yeah.
Episode 2.
I think it has to do as well. We have a passing thunderstorm going on right now.
Oh.
So I
yeah,
think
that
that's
does-
probably part of it as well. That's
That will
probably
do
not
it.
helping.
Mm-hmm.
I was hoping it would be gone by now, but it's still kind of lingering around.
Yeah.
So that's probably part of it. So it happens. Nothing we can do about it.
Yeah, it literally happened to me like a few days ago. Like I was like literally getting disconnected from like voice call, and I'm just like, what? Like, why am I getting? And then I like looked outside, and I was like, oh, it's raining really hard in a storm.
Yeah, I've been
Makes sense.
tracking the weather all day, and I was like, I hope it's gone. It says it'll be over in like an hour or two, but we'll see.
How do you feel? How do you feel about 120-degree weather? Would you like that instead?
Yeah, it's 90 here. We're close.
Oh, really?
Come on down to Texas. I've got something to show you.
No thanks.
Liv will like send me a picture, and she's like, "It's 120 degrees." I'm just like, "Why?" Like,
In the
why are you-
car, it's 120 degrees. Outside,
Yeah, but-
it's like 103, 104, 5.
Is it
why are
humid?
you?
Yeah,
Because
Like,
I
why are
hate
you-
humidity.
it's a little humid, just a little bit, but
like,
enough to be like, this is too hot. It's too hot. In fact, I think it's 100 degrees right now, and it's cloudy. So I'm like, really, what's the point? Why are we?
Why are we this hot?
Yeah, it's 100. Oh, it's
That-
supposed to rain. Wait, that's exciting. It's gonna go all the way down to 88.
Nice.
Oh, I'm spoiled.
Plus the rain's
it's
down in
85
Africa.
here right now, so you'll be like, how this here?
Mm.
Next week we hit the 90s.
Ooh. Oh, I feel too, man.
It really scares me. I'm gonna be honest. When people who live in places that are like north, you know, when they're like, oh, it's gonna hit, let's say 90 or whatever, and I'm like, that's scary because that means down here it's gonna get hot.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
it's
I'm
gonna
just
be
like,
95 all next week.
Yeah. Next week it's supposed to hit 91 for us, like once.
that's what my temps are at.
I'll guess.
103, 102.
Nice.
That's not too bad. It's a little lower than 105.
That's not too bad. If I saw it was 100 degrees and I had to go to work, I was calling out.
Dude, that's what I'm saying. Like, how do Texas people just like? I would be like, oh, I'm done. Not leaving the house today.
It's supposed to be real freaking.
Well, my job, I drive a truck with no AC, so if it's hot,
Oh, you know.
I'm
oh
always
no.
hot.
hell no.
I'm
Yeah,
always
no, there's
hot.
no way.
So I
Yeah.
don't. When people say, "Oh, it's not that hot outside," I'm like, bullshit.
Go put yourself in this. Yeah, go put yourself in this like little fucking
I was
thing.
like, sit in my fucking truck for 8 hours, 8 to 10 hours, and tell me how nice it is outside.
Yeah. Ooh, that's awful.
Yeah, it's rough. But before we wrap up here, and before my connection decides to shit the bed again, it'll probably shit the bed while I'm doing this outro, so we'll see. Anything you guys want to plug in before we wrap up here?
You can occasionally watch me at twitch.tv/livtea. Thank you very much.
Yeah, you can just watch me, King_Daltron on Twitch. You can follow Twitter too. It's just Daltron, I think. But
Pretty sure all my ats are at livete with 2 A's.
yep,
So
yeah,
yeah.
and it was a pleasure.
Oh, it's
It
great
has been a
having you
pleasure.
both on. Also, send me the links. I can put the links to all your stuff
Yes.
in descriptions and whatnot.
Sounds good.
I'll just post it in here. Is that all right?
Yeah, that's fine. It'll be easier because I'll see it all anyways. And that way,
Gotcha.
if I gotta look for it again, yeah, I
am
know.
angry.
He just
I'm all-
he just watched Liv kill one of the people in Sims.
Now,
She probably
second.
she probably didn't pick me up. Is what happened.
I got this random instead. Hope you don't mind.
Yeah.
All right, so I'll thank you guys again. That was great having you guys on. I'm happy I finally got you both on.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Yes.
And you're always welcome back on too. I'm not one of those podcasts that try to switch it up too much. I like reoccurring
Yeah.
guests is fun because you can always change it up still.
Yeah, there's more to like. There's always like more to talk about.
Mhm.
Yeah, there's always plenty more.
I agree. It's a hard thing to do.
Yeah, it is. It's tough. I've had probably the same amount of guests throughout the whole time I've done this in 50 episodes, but every episode we talk about something different, so it's great.
Yeah.
I love having whether I add someone into who I've already had on, so there's someone new kind of, talking.
Yeah,
and
it's
stuff.
almost like a round table in a sense.
Yeah, yep.
Yeah. I like that.
So that's what we try to do. So
yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, so you can listen to the podcast on all your major streaming platforms. Also, if you don't have any of those, I do post them on YouTube as well. You don't see anything. It's pretty much just audio. But I put it there for those that don't have or don't use Spotify or iTunes or Apple Podcasts, I mean. Anyone that doesn't use those, we are everywhere. And share it with the grandma. See how she thinks about it.